Here was this young woman who managed to make an impact.
She competed hard. She was a very successful debater.
She was this larger-than-life fireball kind of a figure.
Julia was a invested competitor. She respected the activity by doing her best.
Here was this person who, for all of the awkwardness of teenagers and all of the competitive pressure of debate, nonetheless befriended everybody.
She cared about you. She cared about how you were doing, right? When she came up to you and said, "Oh, how are you?" she doesn't mean, "What's your record?" She means, "How are you doing as a person?"
The Burke Award has become really part of the fabric of our organization in the last 10 years. So it's easy for us to celebrate competitive success because that's what we do on a weekend-by-weekend basis.
Success is significant and is rewarded already, but that you are experiencing life, you are forming relationships, and you have the chance to change other people's lives.
What gets celebrated gets repeated. It's been part, I think, of cultivating a culture in our community where students become more aware of how we serve each other and how we serve the communities that we live in.
When I was a debater, it was extremely cutthroat. People who would refuse to shake your hand, people who would try to beat you on any trick they could imagine. It really wasn't a friendly community.
But it's sometimes easy to miss the ways in which we change the world by interacting with each other.
And you begin to understand some of these principles of human interaction. Be kind to each other. You don't have to call it karma, but this stuff pays itself forward.
So a kind word that you say to them, feedback and constructive criticism that you give to them, people on your team or people that you meet at the tournament can be the difference between them staying in the activity or leaving the activity.
It is these personal relations and it's this community building that are so important and is rarely ever recognized in debate.
It's very revealing that very few people nominate a friend because so-and-so wrote the best 2AR. Much more frequently you hear about this debater is one of the people either that I will miss when I leave the activity or whom I intend to keep with me as a close friend forever and ever.
I have a bedroom full of trophies at my parents' house. I almost never think of those, but most of my best friends are people that I met in the debate community.
It wasn't what brought me to debate, but the minute that I showed up, the fact that I felt so welcomed and so supported and so like I had come home is what kept me here.
A lot of the past Julia Burke Award winners take what they learn and take it home with them.
If the Julia Burke Award isn't about respect for other people, I don't know what it's about.
The recipient of the Julia Burke Award each year receives a scholarship as well as a contribution to the cause that he or she supports. The Julia Burke Foundation, inspired by this young woman of substance, has improved the world tangibly. It's my hope that years from now the Julia Burke Award is a benchmark, is something that's understood as one of the most important awards.